Welcome to the Kyber Show, episode 4 and 5 and 6, all combined into a single episode. This is going to be a special episode encompassing the last 3 weeks of Season 10, which is the last 3v3 season we just had. A combination of technical difficulties and different holiday travels for both Skeltrux and I. So we're combining fights from the last 3 weeks into a slightly abridged format in this special longer episode. After this episode, we should be back to normal, right in time for Season 11, 5v5 to start. Let's get to the fights. Week number 2 starts out with fight number 1 here with Darth Traya, Darth Sion, and Darth Nihilus versus Jedi Knight Luke, Hermit Yoda, and General Kenobi. This is a risky matchup. Your relic levels should be very close, if not higher than Jedi Knight Luke wherever possible, on Traya and Sion especially, because Luke hits like a truck with Master's Training. His already highest offense in the game is plus 50% with Master's Training. It's a tough fight, and the goal is to isolate Luke as fast as possible, and then see what Darth Nihilus can do. Alright, let's see how the fight goes. Hermit Yoda is fastest and calls everybody to assist on Traya. She lasts quite well. Now the Drain Force goes on everybody. Luke targets Darth Nihilus, dispelling the debuffs. Get Sion hit a few times. Here we have Isolate on Luke. This is a key part of the fight due to his assists from both General Kenobi and Hermit Yoda. Now he's going to get Master's Training and is going to hit like a truck. This is really the most difficult part of the fight with Hermit Yoda in it. How much damage Luke will put out. He already has the highest offense in the game, and this makes it 50% more. Trying to get General Kenobi down with Traya's unavoidable Saber Slash. Another Drain Force from Darth Nihilus, and just slowly wearing Kenobi down. Maybe can kill him before Luke. Oh, just crushes Sion. Right there, if Isolate wasn't on Luke, probably would have killed Nihilus. 2 turns for him to go until he was able to use Annihilate on Luke. That is close. Luke hit so hard. One more hit and Nihilus is probably gone. Definitely gone. Here, it might be better to use Saber Slash instead of Annihilate, because Luke's basic, or instead of Isolate, because Luke's basic will remove the buff. However, he hit Traya, and Nihilus came and was able to annihilate Luke. So the fight is basically over. Maybe take a little bit of time to hit General Kenobi to work him down, but in 3 minutes, that's more than enough. There's no way that Kenobi can kill either Traya or Darth Nihilus here. Just a slow process of wearing him down. There's other matchups against Jedi Luke that are a bit easier with Traya. We may see some of those later on in the season or other seasons. But this one is particularly difficult because of the additional huge offense boost from Master's Training on Jedi Knight Luke. Yeah, it's just a matter of eating him, and there we go, the fight's over. Nice win. Week 2, Fight 2. This is Jedi Training Rey, BB-8, R2-D2 versus Kylo Ren Unmasked, Kylo Ren, and First Order Executioner. This is a pretty standard fight, but things can still go wrong. The danger on this team is actually from Kylo Ren with his stacking offense via Unstoppable, and First Order Executioner with his stacking whenever he gets a critical hit. Kylo Ren Unmasked is there to taunt and get debuffs, so Fox can keep stacking with his guaranteed crits from his basic. The way to win is about keeping Kylo Ren Unmasked ability blocks so he can't taunt, and killing Kylo Ren, the non-unmasked version, and First Order Executioner. Let's see the fight. Opening is pretty standard. BB-8 wiggles using covert data transfer, Mind Trick and Kylo Ren Unmasked, Stealth, and And now we start working on First Order Executioner. Little by little we go. First Order Executioner is almost dead. That'll make the fight a lot simpler. Nice Kyler counterattack giving expose. And here let's pause for a second. There's no reason to use Mind Trick on First Order Executioner. He's about to die, and if you notice both JTR and BB-8, but JTR most importantly, has Foresight up, so whatever he does, he's not going to hit JTR. The goal is actually to hopefully daze end ability block Kylo Ren Unmasked so he cannot taunt instead of First Order Executioner. Yeah, a bit of a waste. Just a basic is smart. Now there goes a stun and slows down the whole fight. That could have been avoided by using Mind Tricks on Kylo Ren Unmasked instead. Burning to reduce his maxed health. It's not a bad idea. You can see Kylo Ren still using Lash Out, and there goes R2-D2 and a couple of banners. This is a tricky fight. Still winnable, but definitely not easy. Targeting now Kylo Ren. The danger in targeting Kylo Ren is with his unique, he gains stacking offense each time he takes damage. And even if he's just using basic, for instance, if he's ability blocked, the basic will hit for quite a bit if it gets through the Foresight. And he's using Lash Out whenever he can. Thankfully, Kylo Ren Unmasked is dazed. Let's pause for a moment here. Kylo Ren Unmasked is already ability blocked and dazed, and there's no need to remove any turn meter from him. When he takes his turn, he's just going to do a basic. Kylo Ren is definitely the better target to ability block, so he's forced to use a basic, which is hopefully evaded by Foresight from either BB-8 or JTR. Okay, there's Illuminated Destiny. That helps a lot. Now going straight for Kylo Ren. Smart, he's definitely the most dangerous target. Doing another Lash Out, but with healing immunity and the daze on him shouldn't be too difficult to take him out, even at Relic 7. Alright, there he goes. That was a close one. Now just with Kylo Ren Unmasked left. We'll take a little bit of time to beat on him, but there's no way he can do enough damage to kill either BB-8 or JTR. So it's just a matter of time as you slowly wear him down, little by little. The key in this fight is really taking Kylo Ren out of the fight, especially by the application of ability block, and taking down Kylo Ren himself as fast as possible. He is by far the most dangerous member of the team here after Fox is dead. Alright, and there goes Illuminated Destiny, and a basic from BB-8 finishes him off. Could easily have been 3 more banners there. Week 2, fight number 3. This is another JTR team with C-3PO instead of R2-D2 against the same Kylo Ren Unmasked team. The exact same principles apply. Kill First Order Executioner, keep ability block on Kylo Ren Unmasked, and then kill Kylo Ren. You do have some small advantage with C-3PO in terms of how many turns you can take, because skills are reduced faster for the JTR team. Let's see how it goes. Alright. KRU doesn't have his scarred Zeta, but the fight starts the same. Ability block on KRU and focusing down Executioner. He goes down nice and fast. Kylo Ren doing his same thing. All assist on Executioner. Still didn't quite kill him. Okay, there, now he's gone. And using an assist on Kylo Ren. Okay, let's pause here for a second. Here we have the choice of Rey using Mind Trick on Kylo Ren Unmasked, who already has ability blocked and dazed, or Kylo Ren. And Kylo Ren is definitely the correct choice. Gets rid of the Retribution and also has a chance to apply daze and, more importantly, perhaps ability block. That's what he does, and all fire goes straight on Kylo Ren. Now, using the basic on Kylo Ren Unmasked from C-3PO is smart. Gives Expose, which then, anytime a special is used, his turn meter will be reduced thanks to Rey's leadership. It definitely takes a while to work down Kylo Ren, the masked one here. He uses a special, but there we go. Mind Tricks again, gives ability block, daze, Illuminated Destiny comes up. I've already piles on him. He does get stacking defense along with his stacking offense every time he gets hit, but with the healing immunity, we'll get through him eventually. Slowly but surely. That's one of the more complex parts of the fight, actually, for people who aren't as familiar with it in threes, is it takes a long time to work down some characters, but it's definitely the smart way to go. And now we have just Kylo Ren Unmasked, and he'll go down after a few minutes here, and it'll end up being a 54-point win compared to the 48-point win we saw earlier. Some patience, correct targeting. C-3PO does make a small difference here, but the difference is really on where you put the ability block and the daze, and making sure to focus down Kylo Ren as fast as possible. Nice fight. Great win. Week 2, fight number 4. Fight of the week. This is a Darth Revan, Basilishan Fallen, HK-47 versus Jedi Knight Luke, Old Ben, and Barriss. On paper, this doesn't seem like it's going to be a good fight for Darth Revan, given that Jedi Knight Luke is immune to fear, and whatever speed advantage he may have will go away as soon as Jedi Knight Luke takes a turn. Let's take a look at the fight and see how it goes. The fight starts. Darth Revan immediately goes for Barriss instead of Luke with Insanity, because Luke is immune. Now Basilishan Fallen uses Fear on Barriss and applies a bunch of debuffs to everybody. Luke does finally go. He's quite fast and uses Repulse. However, the Sith Empire team immediately dispels this stun and gains 2 additional stacks of Ferocity because of DR's Conqueror unique. And now, HK-47 uses Havoc, which is amplified by each debuffed enemy and deals double damage to Jedi. Now Barriss is reduced below 50% health, and Deathmark pops on Luke, thanks to Lord of the Sith leadership from DR. Now DR uses Force Storm, which will attack again on Luke with Lacerate because it's villain unique, and because there's Deathmark on Luke. And just like that, Old Ben is dead, and 17 seconds after the fight starts, it's over for 54 points. What an amazing fight. A great victory. I did not think it would end up that way. There's a reason it's fight of the week. Now we move on to week number 3, the first fight being Dengar, the Mandalorian, and Greedo versus Kira, Nest, and L337. Dengar lead is a good choice against this lineup, since he gives 50% health steal and reduces enemy critical damage by 50%. His contract only does take 10 hits to activate against the healthiest enemy. And the goal of this fight is to activate the contract ASAP so Mando can start doing work with his Disintegrate. Let's see how it goes. And here the fight goes. Starting out, let's see who's the healthiest. L337 is the healthiest now. Now Nest is with her stacking protection. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Greedo using Threaten here is great. It's an unresistible TM removal equal to his crit chance, and gives critical chance up, which is good for the Mandalorian as well. Now the goal is really just to activate it as soon as possible and let the Mandalorian go for it. It's tough having to hit Nest over and over, but what can you do? The AoE certainly helps, gives some debuffs and removes TM. No choice but to hit L337 here. Calling an assist from Greedo. Greedo hits quite a bit, and there goes the contract. Stun L3, just waiting for the Mando to go. Remove TM with Threaten again. Give crit chance up to Mando. That helps, so we can use Disintegrate, and here we go. Goodbye, Nest. Disintegrate is so satisfying. Now using a basic from Greedo. Best to go on L3, Kira L3, you don't want to go for because she'll counter, and Greedo is not very sturdy. There he goes, dying once. This is very, very sketchy down to the wire. L3's contract. Oh, look at Greedo, he hits like a truck even at low gear levels. Very nice. A little bit to go still for the Mando. I don't think he'll get it off. They'll kill Kira before. What a great win. Creative team and good 51 points. Nice. Week 3 Fight 2. This is a fleet matchup. This is a negotiated mirror with the attacking fleet having the BTLB Y-Wing and the defending fleet having the Hound's Tooth. The key to this fight is keeping your team alive, obviously, and buffed with Valor, because this means that you can get your ultimate first. With Rex and Plo, you have a lot of regenerative potential as well. And even if the opponents are higher relic pilots, you can still win these matchups because you'll have one additional Galactic Republic ship on the field to use that Valor to reduce your negotiators' cooldowns. Into the fight we go. It's always a coin flip, assuming equal relic levels to see who goes first. Looks like we are able to go first and try and apply buff immunity to the enemy BTL2. This is handy because it prevents the enemy ETA2 from going into stealth once its unending loyalty is triggered. Now our BTLB Y-Wing does the AoE and taunts. Rex can use Republic Coordination to give protection, but no turn meter since everybody is dazed. And now we bring in Plo. Always save Plo until the daze is on the field, rather, to remove the daze with his enter into battle move. Now slowly working away at Sarge. There's no other targets to hit. Give unending loyalty to everybody. This is where your own negotiator is getting an advantage in terms of ultimates. Slowly whittling away on the Sarge. His protection is gone. And anyway, let's pause for a moment. We have an interesting choice to make. Which reinforcement do we bring in? Especially considering the enemy's clone sergeant ran out of protection, so he no longer auto-taunts. So all of the targets are available to us. Let's see what he does. Okay. Looks like bringing in Ahsoka, which removes the buffs from ETA2 and gives her some more protection. And now he triggered his unending loyalty. And since he is the weakest enemy on the field, the torpedoes away from the BTL Y-Wing removes his buffs, and the AoE from your own ETA2 kills him. Now is a good time also to focus down the enemy's Houndtooth because he has buff immunity, so his stacking regeneration will not work. A bit of a misplay here to remove the taunt from him. It would be nice to focus him down. However, it looks like taken out with Negotiator's bombing run. And now the only dangerous character really on the enemy team is 5s. So there's a bit of time to work him down now. Again, work through everybody's unending loyalty. And here we go with the great advantage of this fleet in the end of the battle. Rex can use Republic coordination every single turn, since there are 5 Galactic Republic fleets or ships on the field on your side. So the cooldown of the skill is normally 5, but with each Galactic Republic enemy, there it goes again, it's reduced by 1, so he uses it every time he has a turn. Grants TM and protection. And look at that, almost everybody on our side is at full protection. There he goes, using it one last time. Everybody looks full though. What does he do? Finishes him off or tops somebody else? He finishes him off. And look at that, 66 points. What an amazing fleet win. This is an awesome fleet. Great job. Week 3, Fight 3. Jedi Knight Revan, Grandmaster Yoda, and Jolee versus General Grievous, B1 and B2. This is a tricky fight. In 3v3, you only have 3 people to split up the damage of General Grievous instead of the normal 5. And the goal here is to remove approximately half or more, but not too much more because of time, from B1's droid battalion stacks to reduce his healing and protection regenerative potential, and then switch to B2 and kill him, so you don't have the debuff stripping and the TM generation that B2 provides, and then focus on GG. An important part also is using Mark at the correct time, so that when you have an opportunity to strip turn meter from General Grievous, you're still able to do so. It's a very tough fight. Into the fight we go. Targeting B1 first, smart move. GMY using Master Stroke to get more turns and taking more stacks off of B1. No reason to use Master Strategist there from Jedi Knight Revan. No debuff to remove, and everybody's at full health. Now it's just a matter of working down B1 as we can. Their Master Stroke from Grandmaster Yoda, and very smartly here using Unstoppable Force to remove turn meter from General Grievous. But marking him now instead of B2 is definitely a bit of a risk. He's still getting a lot of regeneration from B1, and B2 is going frequently and stripping buffs, keeping the offense and other buffs off of them. Now Savior was triggered by Grandmaster Yoda. That's not a good sign so early in the fight. Master Strategist does make sense here to remove the debuffs. Yoda keeps going after General Grievous. No other choice. This is what I was saying earlier about the importance of using Mark at the right time. Now you could go for B2, but again, going after General Grievous. He is going down slowly. Yoda hits quite hard. The damage from assist certainly helped. Will he drop now? Oh, no, man. B1 is still healing him, and now Yoda is dead. More and more more healing again. Jolee comes in clutch with that looks pretty bad to res up the Jedi. And now we should go for B2 again. Oh, but he might die here. Oh man, B1 just little by little is healing up General Grievous. Even with 25, 23 stacks. Oh, and now Revan is dead. General Grievous' stacking is getting quite high also. Oh, Grievous is so close. Will the special get him? No, but right on the edge. 2 turns away from Jolee. Using some basics to reduce the cooldown of that looks pretty bad from Jolee. And Grievous is right there. Oh, Jolee is so close. Oh my goodness sakes. Now he uses That looks pretty bad again. Yoda has buffs to apply. Oh yeah, hit B2 perfect. Don't trigger his turn meter generation. That's lucky, didn't trigger it. Will this kill B2? Yes. Oh, that's lucky it wasn't an AoE. And now Jolie can use You Do It and heal up his target, as well as adding to the healing from Jedi Knight Revan's leadership. B2 is the only option. Very nice. Oh, that's lucky in a way as well. Didn't do an AoE. And now just Grievous is left to work down. And another resurrect from Jolie. Man, that guy is amazing. Or frustrating, depending on which side of the board you're on. And there goes Grievous. For 51 points. What a fight. Way closer than it needed to be, though. We're now in week 4, and the first fight is a Kylo Ren unmasked Sith Trooper and Hux team versus Newt, Droideka, and Count Dooku. This is an interesting matchup. The Kylo Ren unmasked team should almost always win, but really from the Newt perspective, it's about removing banners. Having Hux and Hux and Sith Trooper helps a lot with banner recovery. So it'll be interesting to see how this fight goes. Into the fight we go. Using Halt on Dooku is... Oh, look at that damage from Sith Trooper. That was a nice move. Now, using Devious Scheme to give Kylo Ren unmasked turn meter again. Here, Halt should really have been used on Droideka to stop him from doing his... getting his damage immunity. And here, Kylo Ren's basic should have gone on Newt, so he regains taunt. It's 2 mistakes that now we have the AoE from Sith Trooper, and Hux is almost dead. Here again, the basic should go on to Droideka, so Kylo Ren unmasked will get his taunt back again. However, the fight is almost over here. Kylo Ren unmasked and Sith Trooper look to be full, but Hux lost both health and protection, losing 2 potential banners. Tricky little fight. The second fight of week number 4 is one we saw earlier in week number 2 with Darth Krayt, Darth Sion, and Darth Nihilus versus Jedi Knight Luke, Hermit Yoda, and this time Shaak Ti instead of General Kenobi. Just like before, it's very gear dependent. The difference here is Shaak Ti adds a bit more damage than General Kenobi does, certainly, and certainly more regenerative abilities as well, including a Dispel and a Cleanse. So it's a tough fight. Let's see how it goes this time. Let's see how this fight starts. Shaak Ti uses Heroes Arise on Sion. That's excellent. It gives them pain. And also with the first stun, Darth Nihilus gains stacking 20% turn meter. It's 10% times 2 each time Traya or Sion get hit. He gets 10% turn meter. And 30% times 2 stacking health. If Darth Nihilus is hit first, it's a much different story. He may die. Now Isolate is on Jedi Knight Luke. Just slowly working him down, healing up Nihilus at the same time. Pain is active there, so he can use Break Will to get back 35% protection. Shaak Ti hits quite hard there. Another Drain Force is good, but she does decent damage at Relic 7. It's impressive. Let's see. Perfect. We have Unbreakable or Held by Hatred. So the fight should be just fine now. It's well in control. All of the buffs lower their offense thanks to Traya's leadership. And yeah, after Jedi Knight Luke is eaten, the fight is all but over. It's impressive how hard Shaak Ti hits, though. It's a good team and really depends on the opening salvo and who they target. If it's Traya or Sion, probably fine. If it's Nihilus, depending on his relic level and mod set, it very well could be over right there. Cyan does have a chance to break through Luke without Nihilus, but it's very unlikely. It depends on the supporting 2 characters that are there along with him. And there we go, fight's over. Very nice win, made it look easy. Week 4, fight number 3, and the fight of the week, and the last fight we have today. This is Hux, First Order TIE Pilot, Special Forces First Order TIE Pilot, versus a Barriss lead team with Wampa and Nest. This doesn't look like it's a good matchup. However, it certainly can work. Hux gives, with his advantage and dominance, a great advantage by preventing counterattacks. Both of the TIE pilots do hit quite hard as well because of Hux's leadership giving bonus 50% damage on basics. So should be able to overcome Barriss's on-hit health regeneration. And with his devious scheme, he does have a cleanse for himself and the target. So definitely a difficult fight, but conceptually it could work. Let's see. Into the battle we go. Oppressive fire on Nest. No counterattacks thanks to Hux's leadership. I probably would have used it on Wampa to start wearing down his protection, or Barriss, but no reason to boost Nest protection. Now, First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot uses his drum fire, which gives speed up, which is very nice. It can give defense down when it crits, but no crits there, or they were resisted. Now Hux cleanses with his devious scheme. Let's see who he targets. Gives it for First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot. It's a nice choice. I guess he's still trying to figure out who he wants to go for. This is certainly not a simple fight. All of the targets are difficult to kill. The main advantage is the lack of counterattacks. The Daze is really shutting this team down, though. Okay, gives it to Special Forces. And you can call an assist from Hux. Still does a decent amount of damage. Nice counterattack on Wampa, inflicted defense down. That certainly helps. Gonna keep working on Wampa little by little. Oh, 44 hit. What a basic. That's a lot of damage. Oh, now buff immunity on First Order TIE Pilot. That's a bit of an issue. Okay, oppressive fire. Where does he go for? No one has Daze. That's perfect. Oh, look at Wampa dropping. The basics do so much damage. That's so nice. Now let's see who he goes for. 2 hits on Barriss, 60k, but her health comes back. Alright, let's pause for a moment here. Who is Hux going to give Devious Scheme to? The correct choice is using it on First Order TIE Pilot, because it will remove buff immunity. This is important because First Order TIE Pilot's unique gives him advantage for 3 turns whenever an enemy falls below 100% health. This is likely to happen soon when Barriss uses her health equalization, or at the end of her turns when she gives health, when everybody heals health based upon their max health. But let's see what he does. Just does a basic. Another basic on Barriss. And he still has Devious Scheme available. I would again use it on First Order TIE Pilot. Calling an assist. Oh, and there goes the heal. That was a lot of damage on Ness though. Oh, first order TIE pilot's about to bite it. Let's see, oppressive fire. I would have used that on Barris. Close thing. AoE to give speed up, except a first order TIE pilot. Back and forth hitting each other. Finally the first order TIE pilot. Just the basic. Oh, so close. Only one to assist now with oppressive fire. Oh, that was a lucky dodge by Hux. And a counter attack for 48k. These pilots hit hard. Oh, and there is Nest half health. Nest took her turn. Gonna give that to Special Forces and almost out. Can the regular TIE pilot? Wow, 50 points. What a win with all 3 people left alive. That is a very tough fight. Very, very nice win. Great fight. Thank you for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. Now we're back to 5v5 for the next episode and in the current Grand Arena. And there's a lot of new characters to see in action. Curious to see how they go. I'll talk to you next week. Cheers.